Hello. Uh, you may have noticed I'm already in Slop City. That's because I was gonna, It's because I was going to record something, and then, I, may have forgot to, well, not that I forgot. It was just that I wanted to record a bit of footage, and I started it too late, because I had to do other shit this morning. So, yeah. This is where we're at. Okay. I'm gonna continue playing the 4 hours of ambient indie game music, because this seems nice. I'm noticing some pretty... Oh, yeah, right, you can't even see that. Whatever. Oh, yeah, stream stuff. You know. So we'll record this. We'll record this right now, actually. Oh, look. Good morning, Alice. I see she's no longer Aya. She's now Aya-chan. How the times have changed. Okay, yeah, I think that's literally all I needed. I just needed a different solution. That was it. That was all the footage I needed. We can get back to that. Get back to this. How you doing though, other than gooning to Aya? Anyways. I'm still coughing, but I'm getting better. So, that's a good sign. Record now. What is this? Oh yeah, this is the bad footage. This is the footage I don't need. This is the footage I do need. Multiple ways. Adequate. Scrumptious. Delicious. I was close. What about you? What's your ways been going? Or how have your ways been going? Have you been going a ways away, or whatever the opposite of that is? Sticking close. I don't know what would be good or bad in that scenario, actually. Alright. So, what do I need? I need... I think this is the first attempt that didn't make it, but just slap this on here and see how this looks. Checkpoint. An important note here is that this wall is... I forgot... Perfect. It's been good joking. Just enjoying it with Novak since they... No pauses. Stuck in the endless void of jork. An important note here is that this wall has a surprising amount of solutions. And while I know this method with the bomb is a little complex... Wait, okay, hold on. An important note here is that this wall has a surprising amount of solutions. And while I know this method with... I think I can actually get rid of Telling me you're turning into a robot? Yeah, that's me. I'm becoming robot. Hello, Zoral-san. How you doing? Are you also becoming robot? Are you gonna join my robot army that I'm assembling? This'll be important. You just finished season 1? Does that mean you got like first place in the grand finale, or like with a character or multiple?
Note here is that this wall has a surprising amount of solutions, and
Rob from SSBU, exactly. That's what I'm becoming. What have I become? There's 3 seasons of an anime and a couple movies. Oh, right. I forgot that is not just... I forgot that doesn't mean it's just a horse game. I forgot. Yeah, it was originally an anime. The movie goes hard. Oh my god, Malwarebytes. Fuck off. Okay, wait. What do I need to cut?
And, well, I know that...
Okay, I think here. And then I just need more footage of me fucking up with the bomb. I shall watch later. I shall see. Honestly, I can probably just do this. You have news?
Solutions. And, well, I know this method with the bomb is a little complex. In my opinion, it's better to get used to it now, as it's going to be required for a trick later in the level.
Okay. Start this from the point where I actually start hucking bombs and shit. Look at this.
Surprising amount of solutions. And, well, I know this method with the bomb is a little complex. In my opinion, it's better to get used to it now, as it's going to be required for a trick later in the level. Moving on.
Okay, well, I just showed another solution for doing it. I think that's fine, honestly. I don't think that's that big of a deal. You gave your very first guitar to one of your friends. Oh, that's cool. As a present since he wants to learn the guitar. Oh, that'll be sick. You even signed it? Nice.
Moving on, this...
Okay. Let me see.
Trick later in the level. Moving on, this next room is a freebie. Just...
Okay, yeah, next room is a freebie. Where's the next room? Oh, is it literally just... I think it's literally just the start of this clip.
Moving in the same direction as it, and then do another full hop rising side B, followed by another clutch. Keep repeating this until you've hit, at minimum...
Yeah, so, yeah, just cut until we've got past it, I guess. Just here. I'd probably jump back to the ledge afterwards. No, I don't. I go for that shit, like, immediately. Alright. I'm afraid that, like, this next clip is going to be more me talking than it is, like, that I have gameplay of.
Now, as it's going to be required for a trick later in the level.
Moving on, this next room is a freebie. Just try to up B your damage tank past all the enemies to the top left corner of the room and run past the beast to make it to the next checkpoint.
I'm trying to think, how do I want to do this?
Moving on, this next room is a freebie. Just try to up B your damage tank past all the enemies to the top left corner of the room and run past the beast to make it to the next checkpoint. There's really not that much to talk about here.
Okay, what do we... You know, yeah, because the entire clip of me doing them is so fucking short.
Level. Moving on, this next room is a freebie. Just try to up B your damage tank past all the enemies to the top left corner of the room and run past the beast to make it to the next checkpoint. There's really not that much to talk about here.
I guess maybe... Maybe just because I think I died immediately after doing this. Did I? I did, yeah. I guess just keep going. Just get this whole clip here.
Later in the level. Moving on, this next room is a freebie. Just try to up B your damage tank past all the enemies to the top left corner of the room and run past the beast to make it to the next checkpoint. There's really not that much to talk about here. For the next section...
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
There's really not that much to talk about here.
Great. And then I guess I can make the end, because it's a black screen, I think.
Much to talk about here. For the next section...
Actually, wait. If I did that and then cut it.
That's the beast to make it to the next checkpoint. There's really not that much to talk about here. For the next...
Yeah, I know what to do. I know what to do. I got this. Listen. Listen, I 100% got this. I know what to do. I add text, of course. What game is this from? This is beautiful. This is from a oh, Silk Song. Oh. That makes sense. Yeah, I haven't listened to any of the Silk Song OST. I'm waiting until... I mean, to be fair, I don't really go on my way to listen to video game OSTs for the most part. But yeah, I was just gonna hear the OST when the game came out anyway, so... Oh yeah, where the fuck is this text?
Yeah, make it last for like 5 seconds. Or, not even less. 0 free. Or 0 free. And then, yeah.
Really not that much to talk about here. For the next section,
okay, now we need to go back to this footage. I think we can just delete this footage now. I don't need this anymore. So we can just work with this footage. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Good old me. Trying to get through this shit. Okay, this is just regular ass Hollow Knight. I know this. Yeah, so start from this frame. Like this. Yeah, we're Hollow Knight OSTing right now, sort of. What's up, Crumb? Yeah, this is like a bunch of indie games that somebody made a playlist out of. The Hollow Knight OST is so nice. Your favorite character from Hollow Knight, Madeline? Yeah. I love Madeline from Hollow Knight. Yeah, that dashy girl. She dashes and, well, she does not slash. She needs to learn that art.
For the next section, all you need to do is run off the ledge.
So this is, so you can tell, see, this is the frame where I do an up B because my momentum stops here. I think it technically stops here, but it's more evident here because the camera keeps panning down, but it'll do not moving. So we're gonna cut this frame. And we're gonna slow this down to like 30%. Why could I slash those stupid... Why could I slash those stupid seekers to death? Oh no, I wish. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one who hates the seekers. I thought that was just me to an extent, if I'm being real. I hate the fucking seekers. They're so annoying.
For the next section, all you need to do is run off the ledge, drift back to the...
Ooh, what was this one from? I should know this. Oh, this is just Cuphead. I was like, this is like some like detective shit. What is this? This is Cuphead.
Run off the ledge, drift back to the right slightly to stabilize yourself, and then perform an up B once you're right above the floor.
Perform an up B.
Run off the ledge,
Hold on.
drift back to the right slightly to stabilize yourself, and then...
Okay, 1025. See if that's correct.
Perform an...
Yep. Alright, so to here. And then here. For the next section, all you need to do is run off the ledge, drift back to the right slightly to stabilize yourself, and then perform an up B once you're right above the
See, it's weird, because...
all you need to do is run off the ledge.
So... I think, yeah, do it like this. So drift right to stabilize yourself.
All you need to do is run
1206. Like here?
do is run off the ledge.
Like here.
Is run off the ledge.
Like maybe like here.
Run off the ledge.
There we go. And then do this. Let's see.
For the next section, all you need to do is run off the ledge, drift back to the right slightly to stabilize.
Hold on. Drift back to the right slightly to stabilize. This is good old Delta Un.
Run off the ledge, drift back to the right slightly to stabilize yourself, and then perform an up B once you're right above the floor.
Okay, okay. Hold on.
To stabilize yourself, and then
1026. Right, because it was... Yeah, no, because we already know it was 1025. God, I know... What was it? Recently in Deltarune, I was trying to do the I was trying to do the Roaring Knight with no Shadow Mantle. Man, I'm not good at consistency. It's what I'm realizing. The farthest I've gotten is like... What is it? I've gotten to like the hit scan swords, but with like the ring of swords around you. Gotten to that attack.
Run off the ledge, drift back to the right slightly to stabilize yourself, and then perform an up B once you're right above the floor.
Wait, okay.
Is run off the ledge, drift back to the right slightly to stabilize yourself, and then perform an up B once you're right above the floor spikes.
I think this is this also 30%? No, it's 100%. And then yeah, and then so we go here. So this is the first frame of the upbeat, so we cut this away. And then we do this is 30%. Wow, okay, that's just a fucking jump.
And then perform an up B once you're right above the floor spikes, making sure to angle it slightly down to the right. Note that it is possible to make it by up being fully right, but inputting down for half a second makes it a lot more consistent. Up B once you're right above the floor spikes, making sure to angle it slightly down to the right.
Wait.
Right above the floor spikes, making sure
So here?
Angle it.
I want it when I say down and to the right.
slightly...
think here. That's where I want it. Like this.
And then perform an up B once you're right above the floor spikes, making sure to angle it slightly down to the right.
Okay, hold on.
Note that
Hold on, so cut here. Okay. Alright. Here's another thing. Well, no, okay. First I'll add text saying note. And then I'll need to record another thing. I'm curious, random question for anyone in chat. But have you ever heard of the Ribbit mod for for Deltarune? What the fuck is this game? Is this Isaac? Yep, this is Isaac. Anyone ever heard of that fucking insano mod?
note that it is
stupid yellow flies that appear on this level. I assume that's relating to Isaac.
that it note that it that that it
Actually, no, it's pretty well timed. Yeah, I say just roll with it.
note that it is possible.
Okay, let's go to... let's go to Steam. Or just load up Slab. I forget what the fuck I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Ribbon mod. I don't think anyone here has ever heard of it. It's fucking... I mean, the Ribbon mod's surprisingly good. It's just a mod for Deltarune Chapter 1, when that was the only chapter out at the time. And it's like insane, but it's also really funny. Or like, it's got characters in it that are like clinically insane, and I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna do weird strats on this. Well, no, it's actually not good enough. Because you gotta do it like that. Woo. Probably never gonna play Deltarune. That's fair. This is not for everyone. Oh yeah, I need to record. Yeah, let me...
I mean, to be fair, a game being not for everyone is, like, it's just a natural part of being a game. That's a bot. Kill him. Okay. Start recording. So, I need fucking... Ow. I want to show that it's possible to get it while going fully right. See, that's the issue. Getting it while going fully right is really hard. There we go. Aw, man. This is a good shit. The only RPG I play are the ones that have the funny fairies from the Peak STG Franchise 2 project. Oh wait, actually, have you played like fucking Genesis of Saphiros then? I'm curious. Or fucking Devil and Recreation or some shit? No, well, that's just fair, honestly. As somebody who's played both, I'm gonna be honest, I mean, I don't know, I don't think they're bad, I just didn't have the patience to play for either of them till the end. This also... Oh, I've never actually played that one. Free Fairies, Hoppin', Floppin', Great Journey. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Maybe I should play that at some point. Peak fiction of a game. Have you played Ramu's Awesome Holiday? That's also peak fiction. That's very peak fiction. Gaming. Why the fuck fully right. I remembered why I don't put stuff in intro anymore. Cause it's fucking insane to find anything. Where is It'll Do? There she is. You really should. It's really fun. Oh no, fully right. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's like one of the few RPGs that I've played that I really like enjoyed. Well, no, I enjoy most RPGs I play. I just think like I don't know. It's one of the few RPGs that I've played a second time. You know what I mean? I don't normally play RPGs a second time. I just play them the one time and I'm like never again. But this one was actually like, oh no, like I'll play this again.
For this room, you need to run off the ledge and then perform a double jump once you make it under.
You know, like I just played for Xenoblade Chronicles 1 recently. I beat that shit like yesterday, and that took me like 40 hours. And I'm like, this is a great game. I loved this. But also, I'm never playing through this again. You know what I mean? It's like fun game, never again. Never again. There's some new game plus shit. I don't want to bother. There was also like a side story or something I remember hearing because I was playing like the definitive edition. I don't care. I don't even think I unlocked it, so I don't know how you're supposed to. I spent my 40 hours, like, I'm good. I got other shit I want to do. Like, grind till 15 for some reason. No joke, I don't know why, I've been grinding a little bit of 15 for the past, like, 2 days. Just to see what I could do. possible to make it by up being fully right, but inputting down for half a second makes it a lot more consistent.
Yeah, I'll like make this like 50% or some shit. And maybe just 70.
That it is possible to make it by up being fully right, but inputting down for half a second makes it a lot more consistent. What?
That's perfect.
Once you're on the ground,
Oh, so I can just delete this clip. %.
once you're on the ground, all you need to do is perform a grounded up beat going right and then down to make it past the spike tunnel. For this room, once you're on the ground, all you need to do is perform a grounded...
Okay. No, not that frame. This frame. Cut that.
Once you're on the ground, all you need to do is perform...
Okay, so 27. This is just... Yeah, it's just Undertale. It's just that... This is that basic Undertale. You see this shit?
Once you're on the ground, all you need to do is perform a grounded up beat going right and then down to make it past the spike tunnel.
Yeah, so I think 32 is fine.
Once you're on the ground, all you need to do is perform a grounded up beat going right and then down to make it past the spike tunnel. For this room, you need to run off the ledge.
Okay, yeah. So now all I need to do is I just need to throw in visuals. Well, it's been 38 minutes. We're making some pretty decent progress, I'd say. I'd say this shit's pretty good.
Up level. Moving on, this next room is a freebie. Just try to up B your damage tank past all the enemies to the top left corner of the room and run past the beast to make it to the next checkpoint. There's really not that much to talk about here.
Right.
For the next section, all you need to do is run off the ledge, drift back to the right slightly to stabilize your...
Okay. What am I doing? So for this next section, all you need to do is...
For the next section, all you need to do is run...
Right. So here. So, okay, go to Slap City, go to buttons, and then we need left.
I do want to see, because the preview is lagging a lot, and I'm pretty sure that's just the preview, but I do want to see what some of these sections look like if I export them.
Run off the ledge.
Or I can probably get it a little closer.
Run off the ledge.
Okay, so like here.
Run off the ledge. Drift back to the right slightly.
Or where do I want it?
Run off the ledge. Drift back.
Oh, yeah, and fucking... What is this? Is this like VVVVVVV? What the hell is garlic? Hold on. Also, I've been showing the wrong setup this whole time for like an hour, probably. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Garlic game. What? Oh, this game looks kind of sick, actually. What the fuck is garlic? Hold on. Look at this. Look at this movement. Bro is moving. It's about being garlic, becoming one with garlic. We could never even envision eating garlic. Garlic is pretty good. I don't know what the fuck that face is about. This is a pretty cool looking game. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but listen, it helps ward off the vampires. Garlic is important for all of our diets. Otherwise, the uprising will commence.
Drift back to the. Drift back to the right.
Actually, I think that is good.
Run off the ledge. Drift back to the right slightly to stabilize yourself, and then. Run off the ledge, drift back to the right slightly to stabilize yourself, and then perform an upbeat.
Okay. Ah. Well, no, but I think Uppy was on this frame because this was like a stalled frame. I think that was the consensus I had, right? See, because on that frame she starts rising, so you can clearly see it's an Uppy, but I think even before that, the Uppy's happening. Because otherwise she would have kept falling. The end is nigh. Bro, I'm gonna learn about so many indie games right now. What is the end is nigh? Hold on, let me get sidetracked. The end is nigh. The end is peak? Really? This looks like a... This looks like a fucking... What is it? This looks like a Rain World type game. Oh, this is pixel art. Puss Man? I'm sorry, they call him Puss Man? Is from Edmund. Edmund? Is Edmund the same person who made... Who else did they make? Isaac. That makes sense. That makes sense. You got lives. You got... So it's like a puzzle platformer. Probably. Oh, he also made Meat Boy? I didn't realize that was the same dude. Oh, so this is probably a good game then, yeah. It's probably a good game. Alright, we'll add that to the fucking list of things I need to play. I got a million things I need to play, dude. I got too many things. Too many games. Guys, there's too many games out there. We need a culling. You know, some people have talked about that. They've had discussions of like, all right, if we were to like break down the Smash roster to like the bare essentials, right? Like if you had to get rid of like half the Smash roster right now, who would you get rid of? We need that, but like for games. But not for like the shovelware games, because that'd be too easy. We need like actual like iconic games. It's like, and we gotta get rid of like half of them. Like if you get rid of like the porn shovelware on like Steam, that'd be too easy. We need the hard hitting questions. Oh no, Becca. Maybe when I get cancer, but you're an Edmund McMillan fan.
From an up B once you're right above the floor spikes, making sure to angle it slightly down.
It's just like, I can't die yet. Edmund's gonna release the next game.
Floor spikes. Floor spikes. Making sure.
Wait a minute.
Floor spikes. Making sure to angle it slightly down.
I'll get rid of... No, yeah, because that was the timing I wanted.
Making sure to angle it. Making sure to angle.
Oh, right. I thought this was Delta. No, this is Undertale. Same dude. Different game, though.
Making sure to angle.
I was like... Yeah, because I was so sure. I was like, yeah, this game's from Deltarune. Or this game, Deltarune, is from Deltarune.
From an up B once you're right above the floor spikes. Making sure to angle it slightly down into the...
I don't know if I have down and to the right, actually. I did not know. I didn't know that, actually. That's pretty crazy. You know, apparently the Deltarune... Actually, something I didn't know for a while. Apparently the Deltarune was... like as a name and a symbol, that was in Undertale already. That existed to begin with, and I didn't know that for a while. When I learned that shit, I was like, wait, what? Also, no, this is the exact thing I have VSDC for. Oh yeah, right, but it's broken for some reason. I don't know why. Is it because it's not layered above chat? No, but that just gets rid of chat. It's just not within the boundaries for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, what the fuck am I looking up? Right, I need GameCube B button. B button PNG. I need down and to the right. This one. Because I don't have that. Save image. Save it to pictures. Oh, snap. Now, we open up everybody's favorite program, GIMP. Undertale YouTuber making at least 7 free-hour videos about Deltarune being on Undertale. Gaster is somehow involved. I think, like, Gaster's so funny, because he's just, like... I mean, he's just... His sole existence is to just fuck with everyone. Like you're like, he's gotta be important. There's gotta be... Like, everyone's so obsessed with Gaster because they want him to, like, do something, anything. They don't want him to be this, like, fucking... This, like, character that's just mentioned and then nothing happens with him. But realistically, I think that's just what he is. That's just what he's supposed to be. Oh, yeah, wait, sorry. I forgot to change this to PNG. But nobody wants to accept that. Nobody wants to accept that he just doesn't fucking do anything. He's just some guy that existed, and now he's gone. Toby put secrets in the code on jail specifically to fuck with data miners. Yeah. Like, I mean, and to be fair, I don't think, like, the sole purpose was him fucking with people. I think it was, like... I think the sole purpose was to just have, like, a secret character. Or, like, something for people to find and learn more about. But, yeah, I don't think he was ever supposed to do anything. Slightly down to the right. Note that it is possible to make it by up being fully right, but inputting down for half a second makes it a lot more consistent. Once you're on the ground, all you need to do is perform a grounded up. I think this should be fine. Slightly down to the right. Note that it is... Note that it is... Note that it is... Alright, well, I was gonna do this. Form a grounded... So, go here... And put in... Oh no, it's not this frame, it's the next. Oh, right. Right. This is so right. Is this Omori? I'm so right now. I'm so correct. I think it's like... Yeah, if you remember to Toby Fox, though, it is really funny. Because, like, he is now in a position to where he can just say, like, anything. Slightly, like, cryptic or something slightly referential to something that's been, like, said in his games at some point. And people will take this as this, like, insane sign of something. Like, he holds that power. Like, apparently, like, he was talking about fucking implementing Pluie or whatever, and people lost their minds over that. They're like, what's Pluie? It's gotta be important, and it's just a fucking dumbass minigame. Oh, nice. She doesn't seem to kill allies. Aw, damn, what's the point? Do we got art? Can we see what she looks like? Or, no, could we have seen what she looks like for a while? I don't remember. It was perform a grounded up beat. like 2 seconds. You got art in the Wally Purg trailer. I see.
Right, and then... Right, and...
Right? Oh yeah, no. Gara these two. They're dumb and bad and stupid. Now we Now we go to Slap City and we go to buttons and then we go we go right. Just gonna bring that back.
Right, and then... Right, and then down.
On here.
Down.
2 frames back.
Down to make...
So, and then go down.
Down to make it past the spike tunnel. For this room, you perform a grounded up beat going right and then down to make it past the spike tunnel.
Going right. And then down.
Perform a grounded up beat going right and then down to make it past the spike tunnel. For this room, you need to run off the ledge.
Alright. Hold on. Okay. I want to try exporting this to see if this works properly. Yeah, also this section, I still need to re-record this section. Or edit. Export. It's gonna take me a little while. Alright. Well. While we test whether this works or not, or while we wait for this to export, because this is gonna be a little bit, let's do something. We got games. What should we play? Way bloodier than is usual for Limbus. I mean, she's goddess of hatred. She's like goddess of explosions, you know what I'm saying? I wanna press some fucking buttons. Honestly, nah, I've been playing 15 recently to be real. I've been playing. Oh yeah, probably shouldn't use display capture for this. Where the fuck? Thank God. Okay. Game capture. 15. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of kill. Get Toho 15. Perfect. Okay. So now I need to fix this for me. So let me go to... Let me go to Tahoe. Window resizer. It's lol. It's lolking time. Yeah, I've been trying some L&B attempts in this game recently for fun, as I mentioned earlier. They have not gotten very far. Wow, the game is fucking lagging. My PC does not like this. My PC hates this. Listen, it's fine. The lag brings me strength, damn it. Holy Jesus. You wanna LMV this game just to see if it's harder than fucking whatever fan game that is? She then lolcade all over the place. Gross. She needs to be more hygienic than that, alright? I think the main issue with this game seems to just be like conservation of power. Because the game, don't get me wrong, this game gives you plenty of power. Ow. But it's kind of hard to keep it. It's lagging so badly. Oh my god, my PC hates everything that's going on right now. Oh shit. Oh, I can't, wait. Oh no, I can't count that. Wait, I need to switch over to English. Wait, I can't count the grays. Oh fuck. I can't count that. That's not in the language I can recognize. Oh no. Wait, I didn't realize. I didn't realize this was gonna be an issue. Yeah, no, you die. So like the game gives you so much power, but you die so much that it's hard to, you know, to actually gain anything. The only way you're gaining power is if you're not dying. Ah. That was such bad luck. I've never seen her run away so much on this pattern. Out of the few runs I've done, I've gotten like one run to stage 2. And then last night I decided to practice stage 2. Carried Japanese numbers. I don't even know what the fuck those are. I assume those are numbers before the numerical system came over to there. This game is free up to stage 5, is it? Do you really use the invisible pop-up to see the gray? Yeah, well, because it's either that or I have to... It depends on the pattern, because it's either that or I have to look all the way over to the right side of the screen to see the grays counter. So sometimes I do use that, to be honest. Sometimes I don't got the time to look all the way over there, so I just look directly above my character and I see whether I got 200 or not. Okay, I got 200 on this one. I'm gonna die, by the way. Hey, wait, I think I got the... Hey! We still got it. Get too many resources to lose up to stage 5. Hold on. I need the English version. I need the English version. I need English. I'm handicapping myself if I'm not playing English. Oh wait. Oh, is it done? Oh, it's done. Never mind. Fuck Toho. It's a bad series. Now, if you've been around the platform fighter genre for a while now, you may have heard of the Rise and subsequent. Okay, we're just
syncing up the time 100
we're
to the right.
skipping ahead
Towards the wall. To get over the wall, I find the most consistent possible. For all the rivals wall jump, first jump, what you have to do is stand near the edge of the third to last block and do a side B. Be sure to immediately set the stick back to neutral so the bomb doesn't fly forward too much. Afterwards, run forward and jump off the ledge so you get hit by the right side of the bomb, and make sure to hold fully right on the control stick when the bomb explodes to get launched as far as possible. Once you start losing height, perform a down B, and once you start losing height again, perform a double jump air strong. After you see the ledge you're aiming for, perform an up B onto the ledge.
13 to 15
this
life sounds about right
nice
for LOL.
As it gets you used to launching yourself with explosives, as well as doing down B into double jump air strong.
So that's
which,
fine.
Trust me, you will become very familiar with as the level goes on. With that out of the way, it's now time to cover the first impossible level. To make the first jump of the level, you can just simply do a full hop, and once you start getting close to the spikes, perform a down B. Once you get close to the spikes again, perform a double jump, and then do an up B going straight down to get past the spikes.
Look at that.
Or
Clean.
you could do an air dodge if you're feeling stylish. There's a couple of different methods for this next section, but the one I find the most consistent is to position yourself up against the wall, dash left, and then perform a full hop at around the time you reach the flag.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about this.
To the right, while making sure. Welcome to what I do a double jump air strong, and the B's you'll encounter a 13 meter that if you don't hold your momentum before a B.
It was like 18 lives? God damn.
You'll most likely just crash into
it
the
makes
spikes
sense,
and die.
though. Loke does give you a lot of lives if you play well.
After running past the B's, you'll encounter a 13-meter wall. To get over the wall, simply perform a full hop, and at the peak of it, perform a down B. And at the peak of that, do a double jump air strong, and then perform an up B going straight up, and then drift left at the end to make it onto the ledge. And with that, you're now at the 17-meter wall. Welcome to what I consider to be the first truly technical trick of the level. In order to make it past this wall, what you have to do is stand up against the wall and then do a side B to the right while making sure not to angle it. Immediately after the bomb comes out, dash to the right and perform an up strong to send the bomb into the air. Immediately after that, perform a full hop while trying to stay on the left side of the bomb, and make sure you're holding up on the control stick before the bomb explodes to get sent as high as possible. When the bomb explodes, it should send you up and left towards the wall. Before you hit the wall, press the clutch button to tech it.
The difficulty depends a lot on your character. Difficulty is stage 5. You got gifted an Asprey sub? Nice. I've never seen that emote. What the fuck? Why is it so menacing? Why is it so menacing? What the Asprey Rev? Oh, that's so cute.
And if you have the clutch button set to wall jump, immediately press it again to perform a wall jump. After the wall jump, perform a down B into a double jump air strong, making sure to drift back towards the wall.
I still like the one emote I got.
Straight up and then drifts left. With that, you should now be on top of the wall, and all you need to do is fall down to the left to make it to the next checkpoint.
The Yomu Happy
is that
brings
this wall has a surprising amount of solutions. And while I know this method with the bomb is a little complex, in my opinion it's better to get used to it now as it's going to be required for a trick later in the level. Moving on, this next room is a freebie. Just try to up B your damage tank past all the enemies to the top left corner of the room and run past the Bs to make it to the next checkpoint. There's really not that much to talk about here. For the next section, all you need to do is run off the ledge, drift back to the right slightly to stabilize yourself, and then perform an up B once you're right above the floor spikes, making sure to angle it slightly down to the right.
Note that it is possible to make it by up being fully right, but inputting down for half a second makes it a lot more consistent. Once you're on the ground, all you need to do is perform a grounded up B going right and then down to make it past the spike tunnel. For this room, you need to run off the ledge.
Alright. Yeah, no. Okay. My fears are for naught. That all looks fine. So we're good. We're doing pretty good right now. We're making decent progress. Me when I play LOL-K. You know, I probably just need to practice LOL-K a lot more. Because, like, stage 1 is probably really consistent. I just, like... But, like, I've only had 2 power in... Or the most I've ever built up to in LOL-K so far is 2 power. I've heard that LOL-K stage 2 as Marissa fucking sucks. And I think I'm realizing why that is. Ringo is a nightmare. Ringo's... Especially Non 2. Ringo Non 2 sucks so much ass. Is she? The problem for Marissa is the stage. There did seem to be some difficult portions. A decent handful of them, though, honestly seemed fairly doable. I don't know. Like, let me get sidetracked for half a second. Enemies appearing from both sides of the screen, shooting a lot of bullets. The thing is, like, a lot of that can be dealt with streaming, though. I mean, again, those sections weren't easy, but, like, let me get an example here, because I just want to see whether I'm crazy or not. I want to see whether I'm crazy. I'm not even gonna bother resizing the window. I am curious, like, there we go. I just wanna know if there's something I can be doing better for her second non. You need actual tech for it. You played Racing Rest it easier, and she needs tech. Yeah, and again, I guess the only way I could truly learn it is just by playing, but, like, I just want to see. Oh, yeah, I forgot to start up the music. Like, what is... Oh, no, sorry. I'm not doing this with 4 power. I'm doing this with fucking 1 power, because that's what I'm most likely gonna have when I get to her. I guess... Ringo just seems really technical, though. Like... Okay, hold on. I need the bigger window size. Fuck, man. I can't see like this. Like, I don't really... There's a special thing going on, but... Yeah, I've noticed that. If she moves in the direction it's moving in, you stream it. And then if she's moving away, you stream against it. The problem is that, like, getting that... But, like, see, even there, streaming didn't really feel correct, because she's all the way up against the left wall. It's like... to be fair, actually, she moved away from it and then made it more doable there. I realize this
slip in between method isn't great, and that I'm only really doing it because I have 1 power, but she moves left, she moves right. She goes same side. If she went opposite side, and I didn't even have to get into a better lane, to be real. Is this off? The fuck is this? It's just like the momentum shifting is so fucking weird. If she goes same side, you need to micro. If she goes opposite side, then you just need to stream. So she's got, okay, so she went opposite again. Yeah, this is micro. This is micro. I just hate hitting that micro. I hate hitting that so much. I have to hit the micro. That's a stream. Keep in mind, I have not capped it once so far. That's a micro. That's a micro. Jesus Christ. I hate that shit. Try doing the micro while dragging against the bottom. So don't go up is what you're saying. Bottom drag for the taps. Honestly, bottom dragging might help. The problem is just knowing where I need to be lined up half the time, I think. I just couldn't get over there. To be fair, I don't need to be bottom dragging all the time, just only if I see I need a micro. Okay, that was just full streaming. She didn't force me to... That was fucking hilarious. You have the opposite problems where you're good at doing 1 to 2 frame taps, even if you don't want to. Well, that's because my keyboard can't do a 1 frame tap. I think. I remember, what was it? Yeah, because... they're doing like a tap test thing. It was when I was in Minus's stream one time. Minus was doing 1 frame taps. And they're like, yeah, you can test. No, this was on stream, wasn't it? They're like, yeah, you can go to a website to test how fast your keyboard is. And like, I think the first one I got was 20 frames somehow, but then every other time, no matter how fast I tried it, the fastest I could get was like 40 frames. Or like 40 milliseconds or some shit. And they're like, yeah, your keyboard can't do 1 frame taps. The one... Wait, you can get... The one where 8 milliseconds... 8 milliseconds when you can get a 1 frame tap. Really? 8? I wasn't even close to that. Hold on, do you remember where that site is? I wanna test that again. I'm getting so sidetracked, but listen, it's fine. I wanna know these things. This is interesting to me. Do you remember what that do you remember what that website was called at all? Speed test clicker. That would probably be it. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so no. Or press any key. So right arrow is 42 milliseconds. 42 milliseconds. 42. 42. 42. 42. 41. I can blame the keyboard for my epic Toa fails. Exactly. Some of it could definitely just be me. I'm very consistently 42 milliseconds. You're really saying it's 8 milliseconds for a 1-frame tap? 42 is definitely my fucking average. If I'm like tapping. But that's if I'm like tapping as like light as possible too. My shortest key press is 41 milliseconds. Yeah, but so it is. So yeah, I think I literally can't have the problem of accidentally getting 1-frame taps, which in some ways is good. You can reach 8 milliseconds. Damn, I'm getting mogged. I'm getting mogged by the Asprey enjoyer. Oh god. I cry. What is this? What is this? Damn it. Hey, listen, your average is 16 milliseconds, alright? I'm only being mogged slightly. Sort of. You won't even watch or you don't even watch Asprey streams anymore. I don't watch Asprey's VODs as often as I used to. I still like them. I just, I just don't have as much time to like watch anymore. Asprey FM is like a really good like kicking off point for my Toho addiction though. Hold on. What the fuck do I need next?
For this room, you need to run off the ledge and then perform a double jump once you make it under the spike protruding out of the steel beam.
Unless it's the drawing streams and don't have anything else to watch. That's fair. See, do you see somebody else draw an art? I should like, again, like that one time I was editing the Yomu Sprite, I was like, I get drawing streams now. Like, this is super chill. I thought good keyboards like these were super expensive. You got my keyboard and mouse pack for 25 euro. Yeah, no, that's pretty fucking good. You just wanted a regular keyboard but got Peak instead. I got this abomination, which I have enjoyed. This keyboard has brought me much joy and Toho victories, and it shall probably bring me more. Even without 1-frame taps, I don't need them. I don't need 1-frame taps. Oh, that's my mom. Hold on. Hello. I'm good, I'm streaming. Sure. Yeah, yeah. How much do you... How much? Yeah, yeah, that's fine. You're welcome. Goodbye. Alright, hold on. My mom's on a fucking trip right now, and apparently some bullshit came up, and now she needs quick coverage. That's why I'm here. That's why I do my job every day, so I can... Okay, well, not every day, but that's why I do my job, so I can help support the family for random inconveniences that appear. That is my password. You can't see... Yeah, you can't see shit. Fucking... No, I know what I need to do. Okay. I'm getting the most sidetracked. Listen, just give me 1 second. This is important. This is life urgent, threatening, probably. Done. Easy game. The glow up from membrane keyboard that had the Shift A and S and spacebar keys broken for over a year to this. Yeah. It really does, just like everything fucking changes. More like 3 years. You get that nice key, or like, because like it's not like your old keyboard was like, or like when that's like the standard you have, right? Like, you know, you're like, yeah, this works fine. But then eventually you get the good keyboard, and you're like, oh, fuck. This is good.
For this room, you need to run off the ledge.
Try to play Toho with a controller for a year because of your keyboard.
For this room, you need to run off the ledge and then perform...
Wait.
For this room, you need to run off the ledge and then perform a...
Sit around here.
Perform a...
You just don't even know... You just don't even know, like, good the keyboard could be until you got it. Look at this. I remember, what was it? I think I've told this story before, but my only experience with using a controller in Toho was Toho 8, because I wanted to do Malice Cannon strats, but I didn't want to mash with my fucking pinky finger. But then I found out that this shift key works, and I never looked back. But there was like a day where I played on controller, and I was like, man, this is really hard to get used to.
Perform a double jump once you make it under the...
For this room, you need to run off the ledge and then perform a double jump once you make it under the spike protruding out of the steel beam to make it to the wall. Once there, perform...
There we go. 41. Jesus. Okay. I should just bring this closer. That'd probably help. No, because I gotta bring it closer.
From a wall jump.
I can rewind this by, like, this.
Perform a...
Like here. The thing is, if you get back to Toho and your keyboard breaks again, you'll be able to adapt back to controller pretty quick. That is true. It is good to know how to play more than one control scheme.
Wall jump as soon as possible back towards a steel beam, and once you make it back, perform a rising wall jump.
Alright, like this. And make this like 30%. And I think, well, just extend this all the way.
Perform a double jump once you make it under the spike protruding out of the steel beam to make it to the wall. Once there, perform a wall jump as soon as possible back towards a steel beam, and once you make it back, perform a...
So, like... Oh, actually, I wasn't paying attention to the seconds. Like, 42:25?
Back towards a steel beam, and once...
No, it was 45.
Perform a rising...
Minus 5 frames.
Perform a
And then... So, I think this goes on until... Okay.
jump air strong while drifting to the left to make it over the spike pillar. Once over the spike pillar, fall down until...
Okay, like this. Yeah, cut this frame. Or don't move that, just make this 30%. And then stretch, I believe.
There, perform a wall jump as soon as possible back towards a steel beam, and once you make it back, perform a rising wall jump air strong while drifting to the left to make it over the spike pillar. Once over the spike pillar, fall down.
So fall down, so that's at 50 free.
Fall down until...
So here, and then, yeah. Yeah, this is the first frame of up B. So get rid of that, or so cut there. Slow this down to 30%. And then stretch this shit out. Like that.
Left to make it over the spike pillar. Once over the spike pillar, fall down until you're in line with the spike tunnel, and do an up B to the left to make it...
Wait.
Left to make it over the spike pillar. Once over the spike pillar, fall down until you're in line with the spike tunnel, and do an up...
56.
perfect.
To the left.
No, so I think it's right at the start of 56.
Upbeat.
Like this. There we go. And then so do cut and then increase by, or decrease to 30%. Like this.
Once over the spike pillar, fall down until you're in line with the spike tunnel and do an upbeat to the left to make it through. After that, jump down the next pit.
Then actually, I can probably just keep this at 100%.
And do an upbeat to the left to make it through. After that, jump down the next pit, and now you've officially made it to the giant chasms section of the level. Yeah.
Change this to 50%.
Upbeat to the left to make it through.
I think early 58.
After that,
let's just cut again and speed this back to 100.
upbeat to the left to make it through. After that, jump down the next pit, and now you've officially made it to the giant chasms section of the level.
1304. Is this the final song? No, it's close though. This definitely deserves to be one of the closing ones. This is such a beautiful song.
Yeah, as I like to call it anyway. Yeah, as I like to call it anyway.
God, Omori is such a good game, dude. Omori's another RPG that I've actually played through twice. To be fair, and I think same thing with Rayman's Awesome Holiday. I played for it twice because I wanted to show my dad it. But like, fucking, I'm not showing my dad all the way through like Xenoblade Chronicles. You captured Impossible spell number 2 in the Sunny game? Nice, that's sick. Do you have it recorded? Or is that just purely off the cuff? God, I'm not going back to Sunny game. I'm never going back to Sunny game. That's spam risk. Maybe saving the replay even if it isn't a clear. I mean, like, you capped the spell card. That's worth a save alone. Wait, what's the fucking... Yeah, as I like to call it anyway. Yeah, as... 13 of... I like to call... like this. I like to... Yeah, as I like to... Like this. And then we add text. Also a really good closing song. Amoria has a lot of good closing songs. You died twice in the last phase of the final attack. Oh god. Wait, you know it's the... How do you know it's the final? Are you like really close to beating the stage? Oh my god. Oh my god. Zero, 5. Where the fuck even is it? I see. Zeros. Ooh, yeah, no, this is a good one. Because it comes after the ultra long timeout, and it's literal sub rows. More like BS rows, to be honest. I mean, that's about everything in that game, as I like to call it anyway. To mark the beginning of this. Okay, yeah, I can definitely delete some of the silence there. I did not, when I was going through this, I did not delete silence, just outtakes. Anyway. 1306. Probably just delete here. To mark the beginning of the section, you will immediately be... Fucking New York valid number. They don't know me. It's the wrong number. Section, you will immediately... Beginning of the section. I need to just like put it back to like the start. Mark the beginning of the section. Here. To mark the beginning of the section. That sounds good. I like to call it anyway. To mark the beginning of the section, you will immediately be given a fuck ton of health. You may think at first that it's an infinite amount of health, but trust me, it's not. Yeah, what it can do... Hold on, how long does this go on for? It's like to here. So we'll take this, and we'll Control C, and then we'll Control V it. I don't know where that just sent it. Oh no, I know where it sent it. It sent it all the way up here. Yep. Like this. And then so what we do... Speed... Do 30. But anyway. To mark the beginning of the section, you will immediately be given a fuck ton of health. You may think at first that it's an infinite amount of health, but trust me, it's not. Maybe not 20, like 25. To mark the beginning of the section, you will immediately be given a fuck ton of health. You may think at first that it's an infinite amount of health, but trust me, it's not. The health you just got will be useful though, as this next trick is the same one you had to do to get into the level in the first place. Okay, I think that's fine to cut it off like that. I just need to... the section, you will immediately be given a... So, 13, 10, 10. Ah. Guys, it's almost been 2 hours. I've just been zoning out editing. Editing time flies fast. Fuck ton of health. I have an arrow, don't I? I think that's an it'll do. Slap City, it'll do, images, arrow. Oh shit, you beat the Sunny game! Nice, let's go! Sunny is popping off right now. Look at the milk. That's so sick. You gotta upload that replay. You're gonna be the first uploaded replay clear of Sunny game. Who knows if it's first clear, but you'll definitely be like first uploaded to YouTube's fuck ton of health. You may think...
So it's like 425 or some shit?
You may think at first...
And then move these to here.
To mark the beginning of the section, you will immediately be given a fuck ton of health. You may think at first that it's an infinite amount of health, but trust me, it's not. The health you just got will be useful though.
The only ever replay I saw of the game was 20 FPS. Makes sense. I saw it. It was on Bilibili, and the uploader, if Google Translate is right, said they played the game for 2 years without being able to beat it. Jesus. I mean, it's pretty fucking brutal. It's great Fairy Wars, but with much harder patterns and ludicrous hitboxes.
It's not. The health you just got will be useful though, as this next trick is the same one you had to do to get in.
Okay, so now we need footage all the way from the beginning of this section. Now there's an original mode that seems like the same shit but with faster bullets. Oh, wait, the original mode? You're telling me this is like the updated version? This is the improved version of the game. It's just a difficulty. But the difficulty is original, which makes it sound as if that is, like, the difficulty that is expected. Or, like, that's the original difficulty that was developed, and the one you were playing on is, like, a differed version. The changes are almost none. Okay.
The health you just got will be useful though, as this next trick is the same one you had to do to get into the level in the first place.
This next trick.
Next trick is the same one.
I think, yeah, start at is.
The same one you had. The same one you had to do. It's the same one you had.
Here?
It's the same one you.
What back one?
It's the same one.
Here, probably. Funny Room #1 song. You're gonna keep the game open just in case it desyncs. Yeah, that's fair. So the replay from Bilibili was in the original mode. Okay. Trying to remember which
No, so okay, this is farewell. Okay. Okay, what happens if I... So I fade in. Or how long is it going to be going into?
It's the same one you had to do to get into the level in the first place.
So 22?
The only things of significance to... It's the same one you had to do to get into the level in the first place. The only things of significance to note here is to...
I think I can have like a few frames pause.
It's the same one you had to do to get into the level in the first place. The only things of significance to...
Think here then.
The next trick is the same one you had to do to get into the level in the first place. The only things of significance to note here...
And then what happens if I make the fade in go on for just a little longer?
It's the same one you had to do to get into the level in the first place. The only things of significance to note here...
I don't know.
It's the same one you had to do to get into the level in the first place. The only things of significance to note here is to, 1, make sure you stand in between blocks.
Okay. Is this C/B side? I don't know. Maybe. Just says farewell summit. So I assume it's summit that, or I assume it's the summit theme that plays in farewell. Because I imagine farewell has its own summit theme. I think the game is last words, but knowing this dev, they're probably hidden behind a secret code. The code is I hate beer. By the way, I'm probably ending it here. We're at the end of this playlist too, so I think that perfectly ends it off. And I'm at a section that I don't want to edit right now. But I've made some pretty good progress today, I'd say. It's not bad. Oh wait, this is a minute left. The code is milking that Sunny. Nah. I forgot that this song was vocalized. It's really good.
Don't forget.
I forgot how fast the "don't forget" was. It's like, quick, don't forget. Don't you fucking forget it. That was really good. I'm gonna give that a thumbs up. Good fucking playlist, crew bab. Good ass playlist. Yeah, it's gonna do it for this stream, straight up. Be blinded. Wahaha. I need to pull up Twitch. I need to see if anyone's streaming. Who streams? I can open up tech support's story. Do you want to know tech support's life story? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it here. Jesus Christ, you're going insane. You gotta let me know when you upload that fucking the Sunny Milk replay. I want to see that shit. I want to see that. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your time. Goodbye.